hands, clapped in church on Sunday morning. Grandma's hands played a tambourine so well. Grandma's hands used to issue out a warning. She'd say, Billy, don't you run so fast, might fall on a piece of glass. Might be snakes there in that grass. Grandma's hands. Grandma's hands soothe the local unwed mother. Grandma's hands used to ache sometimes and swell. Grandma's hands used to lift her face and tell her, she'd say, baby, Grandma, understand that you really love that man. Put yourself in Jesus' hand. Grandma's hand. Grandma's hand used to hand me a piece of candy. Grandma's hand picked me up each time I fell. Grandma's hand, boy, they really came in a handy. She'd say, Matty, don't you whip that boy. What you wanna spank him for? He didn't drop no apple core, but I don't have Grandma anymore. If I get to heaven, I'll look for Grandma's hand.
All right, ladies.
Moms, the superheroes without capes. They've got a whole arsenal of love from the
I'm not mad, just disappointed.
gaze to the
Wait till we get home.
whisper. And let's not forget the classic shoe toss, a mom's version of a boomerang. It always gets your attention and somehow magically returns to her hand. Whether it's a stern word or the soul-piercing mother look, one thing's for sure, when Mama lays down the law, you know she's not just rehearsing for a play. Or the mysterious ways of mother logic. Was sprinkled with love and a dash of confusion. Today we're embarking on a nostalgic trip down memory lane, revisiting all those momisms that pushed us to excel, and occasionally had us scratching our heads in bewilderment. From the classic,
If your friend jumped off a bridge, you gonna jump off too.
and if I gave her a look, she'd follow it with,
Don't make me come over there.
we navigated the maze of maternal wisdom, and just when you thought you had it all figured out, Mom would drop the mic with a firm,
If you want something done, do it yourself.
sealing the deal on any debate. So, pull up a chair, my lovelies, and let's chuckle together at these pearls of wisdom. You know, whether it was mom or auntie, grandma, or any mother figure in our lives, their words were like warm hugs wrapped in laughter and love. And remember, eat your vegetables or no dessert, because somewhere, somehow, they're watching. Remember when Mama said,
I'm your mama, and I know everything you do.
imagine a scene straight out of a cozy family sitcom. The morning sun is playing peekaboo through the curtains. And there you are, snuggled in bed, brainstorming the perfect illness excuse to dodge school. Just as you're about to settle on alien abduction, the unmistakable sound of Mama's voice booms through the house. Forget alarm clocks. Mama's roll call is the real deal.
Edward Bartholomew Jones III, Sophia Ann Marie Jones, Betty Jean Jones.
Now, come on, Mama just doesn't say your name. She declares it with gusto, like a superhero announcing their arrival. Here's the kicker. There's no snooze button on this human alarm. So with a mix of admiration and a dash of resignation, you toss aside the covers. It's time to face the day, full name and all, because when Mama calls, you just don't wake up. You jump to attention. And if you had a hard time getting up, Mama would say,
"Don't let me have to call your name again."
And if you were smart, you didn't. But if you ever decided to challenge her authority, honey, you soon will find these words as a warning.
I'll slap the fire out of you.
Okay, now, let's be real. I wasn't sure if she meant the fire or the 5 out of me. But honestly, I wasn't eager to find out either way. And this was her favorite line.
I'll slap you into next week.
Or,
I'll slap the black out of you.
Ooh-wee. Honey, when Mama dropped that line, you didn't need a rope back to know trouble was brewing. Keep it up, and suddenly you'll be rocking a permanent shade of purple, orange, or red. James Brown used to say, "Papa didn't take no mess." Well, that's because he hasn't met my mother. And if I decided to cry when I knew I was in the wrong, she would continue to confuse my tears with this threat.
Keep crying, and I'm gonna give you something to cry about.
Ooh-wee. Dear Mama. Yep, her words were like a magical incantation, woven with the finest threads of wisdom and a dash of
It's gonna hurt you more than it hurt me.
becoming a mommy was the only time I understood what she meant by that. She'd always warn me with,
Wait till you have a child, and then you'll know what I'm talking about.
that's right, Mama had her own way of teaching me the importance of money and savings with,
You think money grows on trees?
or when I asked for something in the store, she would continue putting things in her cart and ask,
You got money for that?
or when I wanted to go to McDonald's,
Do you got McDonald's money?
I found out the hard way money didn't grow on trees. She said it so much. You know, one week I just sat in the backyard scanning the big oak tree, waiting for dollar bills to sprout. Spoiler alert, it never happened. Mama said a lot of things that cut like a knife and had you rethinking your choices. But you know, she also said a lot of things that would soothe and encourage your soul and dry your tears like,
Baby, just pray on it. You always make the right decision in the end.
and you know,
God is always with you.
No matter what, remember, Mama always loved you.
yeah.
I'm your mother. I love you. And I wouldn't tell you anything wrong.
Pray on it. God will take care of you.
God love you, and I do too.
Aww.
You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you.
Amen.
remember, God loves you.
Continue to keep Christ in your life.
The Lord will take care of everything.
Mama was full of love and had a lot of teachings, you know, especially on dating. I remember she used to tell me ain't nothing open after midnight, but what, Mama?
Ain't nothing open after midnight but legs.
You know, that taught me to be home at a decent time on top of the fact, when I was young, I had to be home.
Before the street lights came on.
That's right. Mama taught me self-reliance and self-respect with,
All I have to do is stay black and die.
followed with,
If you want something, do it yourself.
yep. So, here's to you, my first professor, my eternal guide. Thank you for teaching me the language of love, stitched together with threads of patience and laughter and sometimes quiet strength. Perhaps you've recognized familiar sayings that echo your mother's voice, or maybe these words have stirred fond memories of your childhood. But you know, one phrase that remains true and will be passed down through all generations.
I am your mother, and you only get one.